Hey team, I wanted to do a video to talk about placement with you guys. With everybody rank advancing and really doing great things with their business, I know that the placement of our coaches is really important. And honestly, it was one thing that, if I had to be honest with you, I would say took me a year or more to learn. And it could feel overwhelming and frustrating, but I like to do a visual because I found that when somebody finally did a visual for me, things became a lot more clear. In our personal coaching group, I've posted a couple of videos about placement, where to put them, and so that it best benefits your business. And the more videos we watch and the different people that explain could help each of us understand in a different way. So personally, I don't think there's too many videos, and I don't think there's one that's better than the other. But what I'd like to do is just explain to you how I was taught placement, in hopes that in addition to the other things, it will bring some clarification for you. If you don't understand, please don't feel overwhelmed or frustrated. Let's jump on the phone and let me help you. But for now, I'm going to use this piece of paper, and I'm going to try, it's kind of weird, to make it so that you can see it clearly, so you know what I'm talking about. The first thing that you'll need to know with any of your placement is, where is your graphical genealogy? That is going to be in your back office when you go into My Business. It'll bring up a thing that says My Downline and then graphical genealogy. I'm going to speak as if I'm talking about my own genealogy so that I don't confuse you, and because I'm talking to a group of you. So I hope you don't mind. At your graphical genealogy, when you open up that back office, you're going to see on the top, wow, can you see that? I'm going to try a different color. At the very top, you're going to see your name. I hope that you guys can see this pretty good. This would be me. So ideally, our very first thing that we want to do is get to Emerald. In order to be at Emerald, you need 2 active coaches, 1 on each side. The way I like to describe this is kind of like a person. You know, when you're standing, you have a right leg and a left leg. So you would have a right leg and a left leg. When you look at your graphical genealogy, there's going to be 2 little bars, a bar here and a bar here, that either says go to the bottom right or go to the bottom left. The very first thing that I want you to do is go to your back office and look at this graphical genealogy and see what it says, so you can get a feel for how it looks and what I'm talking about. Click on these buttons, one that says go to the bottom right, and see who's there, if there's anything there, and do the same for the left. If you're a new coach, don't be alarmed if you see coaches already in there. I'm going to explain that to you. Those are considered coaches placed in your downline by your upline to help you. The help I'm referring to is help in volume points. They do not affect your rank in any manner. You are not responsible for mentoring them. So don't be afraid if you see it says that you have a new coach, or you see coaches in there. That's a good thing. What I want you to do is, if you have no coaches, you're going to click on, you can choose right or left, whatever benefits you. And the very bottom coach, when you click go to bottom, this would be my right, there's going to be a name and a number. Whether or not this coach belongs to you, your coach, and here I am talking about when I said I was going to talk about me, so let me try this a different way. I don't want to confuse you. If I go to my back office and I click go to bottom right and I see a coach here that I did not place there, that's okay. I just realized that that is the help that has been given to me by my upline. But my next coach is going to need to go under this one here. So if this is John, and I've clicked go to bottom right, then I want to change my preferred placement, and I'll tell you where to find that, to go under this coach. Now, once you've signed that coach and you're going to be signing another coach, my advice to you is to do it on the opposite leg until you build your diamond business. Then we can talk about weak leg versus strong leg. So what you would do after you sign this coach, I do it in advance so that if you have a coach signed before you can walk them through the process, it's already in the correct placement. I go to the other side, so I would go to bottom left. If there's no coach here, then that's fine. You just click, there'll be a little red person. You can click on that and it'll ask you, select this for preferred placement. Yes. If there's a coach here, Mary, you want your preferred placement to go under Mary. Now, I'm going to go into how to do preferred placement, but the easiest way to do it is once you see Mary's name, you're going to see two little things, just like it all breaks down. And on the far outside, there'll be a little outline of a person. Double click this and it will clarify. I'll ask you if you want this to be your preferred placement. So you click that. That's the easiest, most simple way. There's another route that we could manually input the number of Mary and where we want this coach, but I recommend you doing it this way because it's quick, it's easy, it's all on one screen. What I want to say is this is critically important, and I'm going to use a different color, that we build all the way on the outside, down one side and down the other side. Do not worry about what's happening inside here, because coaches that are placed in your downline and your coaches will fill in these gaps. Don't worry about it. You want to continue to build on the far outside of both legs so that all of the coaches that are placed in this line benefit from the volume. If you don't take care to use your preferred placement and put a coach in a far outside, they could accidentally get put on the inside and they are not going to benefit from all the volume underneath all of these other active coaches. Now, if you're working with a coach who wants to build a business, you want to be sure that they don't get placed here because they're not going to have the benefit of the help from their upline. Now, keep in mind, there are many successful coaches out there that are rock stars. Lindsay Matway is one that I hear about all the time. I know there's many more who've built their business even being here. But now that we know the benefits of keeping our coaches on the far outside, this is what we have taught. This is what we want to duplicate to our coaches. And I think it's extremely important that we get a hold of this at the beginning of our business so there's no confusion, and that you, being up here, have all these in the correct placement and nobody gets left behind. Let's say it that way. If you have any questions about this, I try to explain it to the best that I can, but I would be happy to go over this with you more personally and individually and address any concerns or questions you have. Just let me know and we can schedule a time to do that. But in the meantime, I hope that this helped you. I know I'm a visual person and it helps me. Have a great day.